How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Pillar to Post here. Little update for you tonight. This is day 7 of the fast. And in total, I started this 7 days at 324 pounds. I have officially dropped in total 21 pounds in these 7 days. So that is pretty good. As you know, this is a 10-day water fast. Um, I didn't measure like my waist, my stomach, my chest. I didn't measure any of that, so I don't know if how many inches I've lost or if I have lost. I know I've lost inches. I'm constantly pulling on the drawstrings of my shorts to tighten them up even further because they don't want to stay up over my ass. And I've got one hell of a flat ass to begin with. It's like you could compare it to like cardboard flapping in the wind, just fucking. But yeah, so the last few days it's been like losing 1.7, 1.8 pounds a day. So it's still going good. Day 7, it's today the only challenge was I stopped in at a little drive-through called Fast Eddie's for the wife and my two daughters, and the smell got to me today. I would have loved to eat, but I'm going full 10 days, and from there I'll be deciding. Now I won't be doing another update until day 10 and with a decision if I'm going to be moving forward to go longer or if I'm going to break the fast and go into a one meal a day kind of scenario or fast one day, eat the next. I don't know. Um, all I can say is 7 days. There's no issues with being like really, really tired. That was like the first few days, and then it kind of passed, and I've been good. Um, I haven't been getting any rashes or anything like that. Besides 2 days of you know being happy, I was at home and close to a bathroom. Other than that, it's been a breeze. Um, did a cooking show yesterday. The chili turned out great. I didn't get to eat any of it, but I did taste it. I dipped my finger in the sauce and I licked it off my finger. And ended up a little bit too spicy for some of the family. My youngest surprised me. She went and added a crap load of Tabasco sauce in her portion, which kind of astounded me. But you know, what I did later on though is I pureed some of that chili and I made taquitos and I froze them. And that way, when the kids want, they can reach in the freezer and throw a taquito into the microwave. I wish I would have done a little bit of a recording on that, but a fairly simple deal. You can do with almost anything. You puree the chili or whatever you want, and then uh, you put whatever kind of cheese you like. Throw it on. I used pepper jack jalapeno flavored cheese, and I put like two big handfuls in it because it needs to bind. That way it holds the taquito together once it's heated up. But yeah, I did that for the kids last night. Um, gonna be very honest with you. The no smoking lasted 5 days, and I broke. I broke hard, and I'm not going to apologize for it because I've made myself feel like shit enough already about it. Day five, day five was hell. I'm not going to go into the reasons. I'm going to just for anyone out there that is married. There are days where you hit a rough patch, and I guess I was moodier than I thought I was, and it turned into something else, and I lit up. Um, you know, so for that, I have apologized dearly to my wife for it, but yeah, it's so I'm taking a different tactic on the no smoking. I, I I've been smoking all I want today, and then my wife is going to be controlling my smoking. I told her start me off at 5 cigarettes a day, and then for a week, and then the next week take me down to three, and then down to two, and then down to one, and then nothing. So that way I'm not such a miserable cunt. Um, Now, away from the smoking, back to the fasting, I've got to say this, and I'm going to put my glasses back on because there we go. Anyone that is having issues with their diabetes, anyone that's having issues with weight, they haven't been able to figure out how to lose weight in any kind of way, really look into fasting. Really look into fasting, especially if you've got like other ailments as well, like me. I've got lymphedema, I've got nerve damage in my legs, and having doctors worry if you're going to have a heart attack, stroke, or your kidneys are going to fail on you. Um, really look into fasting. I've got to say it is. I wish I would have found this good 10 years ago. It would have saved me a lot of grief, and I wouldn't have had to go on insulin. I wouldn't have had to take all the meds I was on. Um, my legs, oh geez, they feel so much better now. I still have nerve damage that isn't going to go away. So but the pain isn't as severe because once the lymphedema or any kind of swelling kicks in, the nerve damage is heightened and you're more sensitive. So when someone touches your leg or brushes up against your pant leg, it's excruciating pain. So that has gone down quite a bit. Then the only problem is I'm dealing with right now. I twisted my ankle the other night because my dog decided to get a little bit hyper, tried tripping me up, and I ended up twisting my ankle up a little bit. Um, the benefits so far, my blood sugar has been awesome. It's like I don't even have diabetes. Now I know as soon as I stop fasting, it's gonna, I'm gonna have issues because I've got to train myself to eat the right foods. But right now, the way it is, I love it. Um, if I could go my whole life, the rest of my life without food, I would. I really would because it's just easier. But I don't want to because I miss eating. Um, you cook a big pot of chili and you want to put your face in it. Just the way it is. But I'm almost at my first goal. I've got 3 pounds to go. I am 303 pounds. Now, when I first started with the 2 day fast and then the one meal a day and then 3 day fast, I started off at 337 pounds. And so in total, since I started everything, I have dropped 34 pounds. And you take in a factor of a week that I didn't fast and I didn't diet between this 7 days and what I did prior, it is really good. Over 30 pounds in 3 weeks. I'm loving it. So I'm almost down to where I want to be for my first goal, and that is I want to get below 300 pounds, and I'll achieve that before day 10 arrives. But you got to get used to, like, I've got a jug of for filtering water. I also drink bottled water. I know it's not preferred because the plastic puts crap in your water, but it's still water. Um, Now, starting tomorrow, I'm limiting myself to 1 cup of coffee a day. I want to make sure that there is still some caffeine. But one thing I've noticed, like before I started the whole fasting, I couldn't drink water right in the morning. This morning and well, the last few days, I've drank a bottle of water right after waking up. And before, if I would have attempted that, I would have been in the bathroom throwing up. Um, like I said, my goal is still to quit smoking, and I'll go as long as I can without touching a cigarette. But I'm going to go the route of weaning myself. And a lot of people will say, "Well, you lasted 5 days, you can do it again." Yeah, I can, but I'm going to be an ornery prick and have a whole bunch of people pissed off at me, and I can't live with that. If I was single and I didn't have to worry about upsetting people, especially people I love, then I'd say fuck it. I'm going to keep going. But that's not the case, and other people have to be able to put up with me. So I'm going to go the route of weaning myself off. And my wife is pretty good at controlling the intake of cigarettes. She'll have it timed down throughout the day. So I'm gonna start this week off like tomorrow, five cigarettes a day. So she'll have it. You can have one when you wake up, and then like this many hours later, this many hours after that one, that many hours, and then one right before bed. So and then when I limit it down to three, she'll probably do it so I don't have a cigarette right when I wake up. So that way it starts benefiting. You don't wake up and right away have a cigarette. And I'm going to be doing that tomorrow anyway. I don't want to have a cigarette right when I wake up because that is a bitch. Um, Now, what else to go over? Yeah, I haven't had any issues with ketosis. Ketosis, when people start going through that, they start getting bad rashes on, their chest, their back, their arms, their legs. I haven't experienced any of that. Just losing the weight, get a hunger pang every now and then, drink a little bit of water, I'm good. My wife, she wants me to eat something already. I know she does. She thinks it's weird, and everything. But I'm going for 10 days for sure. Once I reach day 10, I might decide. You know what? I'm gonna do 15. And I've been talking with my daughter Samantha about that a lot. Is just going for 15 days, and seeing where that leads. I love it. A lot of people. Well, you're only losing 1 pound a day. Yeah, but that's 1 pound a day. That's a pound I couldn't lose before. You know, um, and I feel good. I have energy. Like I've watched a lot of other videos, um, and a lot of them are thin people to begin with, and they're going on like these 10-day, 30-day fasts, and they're talking about how tired they are and how weak they feel. Well, I'm sorry, I've got reserves. I've got an excess of 100 pounds on me that my body can use as fuel, and it has been. I feel good. I have energy. I can go for a good walk. Yesterday I was doing a bit of a cleanup around the house, and it wasn't like before where it was like I do a little bit and I'm like exhausted, and I have the energy. So, if you don't need to lose weight, don't go for extended long fasts, in my opinion. 5-day cleanse. To me that's a smart thing to do. But extended long periods of fast, I don't understand it. I really don't. But yeah, that's my update. So 21 pounds in 7 days. I'm a happy man, and I'll be looking forward to doing the full 10 days and giving you an update then. Like I said, until then, I'm not going to do another update. This is the last one until the 10th day, and then I'll give you the final update and what I'll be getting into when I break my fast. Now, this is, if I decide to break my fast after 10 days, I'll be starting off with like soup broths and and watermelon, or a melon like, food. something that's high on water, because you want to be cautious when you're breaking your fast, because you can bugger up your kidneys and stuff by diving right into cheeseburgers and shit. So, I want to thank you all for continuing to support, and I'll see you on day 10. Have a good day. Always have a better tomorrow, because my days are coming. I'm out of here.